Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Washington's offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can go catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed their running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Looking downfield, it's Richard. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
How about that for this defense on the first drive? You want to come out, create some momentum, create some energy, create a negative play. They do just that. They force the INT. Not only that, got a little bit of return on it, little icing on the sundae to go with it. Great start for this defense.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! Grabbed in the end zone and put 6 on the board.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw, it's Richard. Got a man, it's Webb. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Illegal blocking.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Now the play fake. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Clemson jumps to the line. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent.
Turning it on! He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. The offense set for a first down play. Quick completion to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. He'll sneak it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll do it himself. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Clemson.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
To tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Richard. Finds his man. It's Chester. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking left. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Takes a handoff. It's Chester. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
A very... productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Unloads to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down, And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Barnage. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Back to pass on second down. Trying to get behind the defense. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Webb. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Richard. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. He might want another play. Toss sweep, trying to get it outside to the right. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna swing it on second down. Gonna take a shot. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Washington! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
It's hard. Run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds us back in the middle. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back home. Or go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense in what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Richard. Caught in the backfield, it's Chester. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Using the quick game. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab on the left side. All out of space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Husky.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulane. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. The play action fake. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Rides the back on the option to give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive with a pass. A strike downfield. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Clemson. Once he got some room, it was over. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive and stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Richard. Got it behind the line. It's Chester. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Zings it complete to the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone. That was not a great... Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, Let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Going to the run to start this second half. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Finds a tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The give to the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Got his man downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you've got to have that balance.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying play action. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Is Colorado ready for prime time or what? Ralphie and company are running away with this one right now. They're up by 21 over Miami. For now, it's back to you, fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Huskies come to the line. This you might see a shot play. Looking for space. It's Webb. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Webb. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's caught. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the pass.
Sneak gets it done.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the point after is good. They marched 79 yards on the drive. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Set to kickoff.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only...
Oh, he's got some space.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy. In the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40, all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And that is enough.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man in the middle. Gashes to heart of the knee. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
Nah, I tell you what, this offense is featuring. They're doing a really good job. This guy is explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays. And heck yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. Kudos to the offense for finding again.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something like...
Running free! And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Huskies! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And he tacks on the extra point. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Base 27, John.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires it incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Ready.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in. It's Barnage.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Throws to the back. Can't make the grab. This offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to beat the D deep. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play. Might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on.
He's going to throw deep right side. Touchdown, Huskies! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. Ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Washington, 35.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate at times.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Tigers are flying down the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They run the reverse. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. On the option. of the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. They'll try to move on from that first down play, 2nd and goal from the 12. He's got him. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Wants to throw on 3rd. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll down after a solid scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.